Rated E for everyone. Well, maybe not everyone. Good amount of people, at least. Warner Brothers. We haven't heard too much from them. Well, at least I haven't. Super Giant Games. I don't know them very well either. Anyways, hello people, and welcome to Bastion. This is my first LP, and it's probably going to be a bit different from my Fallout LP. I don't really plan on talking too much in this because the narrative is just... It's a crucial part of the game, and it's really a good game. So, I'm probably only going to commentate on parts that are key areas that need to be explained, like any story plot development that might be confusing. I'll probably only talk during other parts where, you know, I don't cut off anyone. Yeah, I turned on subtitles here. So, yeah, that's the basic idea of this LP, is that I'm just gonna be a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? I guess I'm just gonna be a bit more quiet. I know, I'm sounding repetitious. So we'll probably... I'm gonna do normal mode so that there's at least a little bit of difficulty. And a lot of this LP is probably gonna be post-commentate too. Yeah, because I screwed up the last recording. In fact, I screwed up the recording before that. So now this is my second recording of my voice, or third recording. So... yay! I'm too lazy to go back and fix things, so I'm just gonna put a band-aid over it and hope you guys don't notice. So yeah, how are you guys? Yep, I'm alright. Yeah, it's just been a pretty not busy summer. I haven't been doing anything at all, so I'm probably gonna be a mass recording session. I'm also gonna probably leave in loading screens if I have anything important to say. Which I probably won't. So, now we begin.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
The controls are basically laid out for you, so...
He sees what's left of the rippling. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
So yeah, just basic controls. I won't bother going over them, so...
And then, he falls to his death.
Oh no!
I'm just fooling.
Oh! Stranger, don't fool us like that.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though.
Alright, so... enemy mechanics. There was, if you could see it, I don't know if you could, there was a circle around the enemy's feet. That gas fella is what he was called. That's their health bar, so it's a good idea to crush things and get those little shards that I'm trying to collect.
Kid just rages for a while.
Top right corner, you'll see how many you have. Top left corner is your health bar, and we'll be getting water bottles.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
So we're going to be finding a variety of weapons in the game. All guns will be assigned to X, and all melee weapons will be assigned to B. So, yeah, you can push the right
He's worked
stick.
up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting.
Push the right stick to reload.
Sometimes you just need a drink.
And those water fountains are infinite, so you can just refill your health at any time. Interact with objects by pushing
School
it.
of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. always used to fancier.
I have 100% of this game before. Don't worry, I'll plan to show at least a good 90% of the game. So
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
alright, mechanics of the shield. You're basically
Just as he's getting a handle on it,
invulnerable
takes him
when
for a
you
minute.
face an enemy, but if you hold it down at the right time,
Clang. Shield
you
saves
do
his hide.
nearly double the damage that the enemy would have done to you.
Moonbags start turning up for last call.
Something to know about the hammer is that when you stand still, you do more damage. So keep that in mind. You can move while using it, but
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
if you can, try to refrain from picking up the water bottles, because you get extra experience points for picking them up if you are at full health. So that's a good thing to know. Yeah, that's me reloading.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Alright, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Now,
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. But long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true, he knows he should draw the string all the way back.
yeah, the thing about the bow is, the longer you hold it, the more damage you do, but if you let it go at just the right time, the kid will flash, and he'll be turn white for just a split second, and oh yeah, collect anything that says something in front of it, like the word something. Those are important.
The kid pockets a memento from the breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
But, as I was saying, if you hold down the trigger long enough, then the kid will flash for a second. And you'll do a power shot. You'll do a little bit more
The
damage.
emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
Oh yeah, that's a technique scroll.
Except
Sorry.
a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
Now, the thing with most
He's a mighty
techniques
fast
is,
learner.
like, I can't see the thing, but the thing with most technique scrolls is, with things like whirlwind, they require a specific weapon to be held. Like, whirlwind requires the hammer, so... No!
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
I don't
One
care
sip of the
about-
spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Alright, so... the spirits in the game are basically perks. You can equip them for different effects I'm going to equip Fetching Fizz, which allows us to absorb those stray fragment shards that we've been collecting. Dread Rum, you get a 100% critical chance, but only if you're at full health, which I don't plan on using. Squirt Cider. It's good for you because you get a little bit more health. You can survive a little bit longer, as it were, but yeah, I'm going to use Fetching Fizz.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Yep, and like you said, the arsenal, you can basically equip yourself with 2 weapons and a... I say basically a lot, but 2 weapons and a technique. Now, we only have 3 weapons right now, so I'm just going to leave it as I am now. And we only have 3 technique scrolls as well, and each one for the weapon. And as you can see, we can't use Bolt Burst because we don't have the Fang Repeater. So instead I'm going to equip Dancing Shot, which is pretty lovely, but I plan on showing off all of the weapons. They should all get their limelight, as it were. So that's about it right there. Bolt Burst, you shoot all around you, basically making a whole 360 while firing. Dancing Shot we're going to see in a bit, but I waste a Black Tonic here. Black Tonic is how you use technique scrolls, see?
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
At the top left corner you can see the bottles that you use Black Tonic and health bottles. The health bottles are the blue ones.
Was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Failing right here. I did so much better on the practice run. Alright, so yeah, there's another something. And it's a something heavy, but we're gonna pick that up here in a bit.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags.
Nasty.
Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Alright, and that's Dancing Shot.
Robs a
It hits a
scumbag.
whole bunch of enemies at once. Now the pretty thing about the bow is that it has penetration. It goes through 3 enemies if you hold it down all the way.
Bad time to run out of Black Tonic.
So keep that in mind, that your aiming will help.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Yep, you level up. So be sure to kill as many enemies as you can. That's why you want to pick up those bottles when you're at full health, because every little bit counts. So I'm just smashing things up here, and now we're gonna
He steals the city's heart. Might
get
as
to
well.
the ending of this.
Kid hasn't feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
Just maybe, because things are falling apart.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. skyways in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Alright, what do we see? What happened to our old world?
Did anybody else
What will
survive?
happen to us in the future? I don't know. Find out next time